All right. So we are live. So, hi, my name is Kendra. All right. So we are live. So, all right, that's situated. My name is Kendra, and I am the founder of the Kendra Studio. And I'm super happy that you are joining me today. So thank you for dealing with me and all these technical difficulties as we get started. So we'll be talking about passive income today and how it can help you build your legacy and build your wealth. And so I have started with my passive income journey. It's been about, I'd say about 6 months now. And I am very happy at where I have come in these 6 months. So I just wanted to talk about how I got started and exactly how, like, what my plans are for 2021. And so basically, the first thing that you need to do when you want to get started with passive income online is to set up your home base, which is your website. You want to make sure that you have a place to go, somewhere that is yours, where you create the story, you narrate what's going on. It's your shop. And so my shop is located at www.thekendrastudio.com. And that is where everyone can go and purchase whatever it is that I'm selling, whatever my products are or services are. But in regards to passive income, that's also a place where people can come and create opportunities to meet with me. So create meetings, they can schedule phone calls, and they can do all those things while I am busy living my best life. So an example of this is last weekend, I was talking to one of my friends and she asked me, she said, "What are you going to do this weekend, Kendra?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm going to get money." And at the time when I said that, I was like, I'm going to do something to make some money, right? That's what I said to myself. Went to sleep, woke up to someone had scheduled a call with me for web design work that was worth $700. And so, I mean, me going to bed, that had not been scheduled. But then waking up in the morning, that was scheduled, and I didn't have to do anything. And that's because I had put the work up front at the beginning of everything. So I put in the time and the effort and the energy on the front end, and then on the back end, all of the things that happened that helped me grow my business, that was passive because I put in the active work in the beginning. So when I talk about passive income throughout this whole discussion, please know that it's not just passive, like you just get it set up. No, you actually have to put effort, energy into getting it proper, getting it right, and not just putting like the effort in. You have to make sure it's set up properly, because I have spent time getting things wrong, and that costs a lot of money. And also, not only did it not cost a lot of money, I didn't make money doing that. So it was just a waste. So now I'm teaching entrepreneurs how to set up the right funnels, how to set up the right ads, how to make sure that you have all the right strategies in place so that you have leads coming in, so that you have passive income, so that you have ways of generating wealth without, you trading your time. Because who has time like that? I mean, the life that I'm living, it's going to take a lot of time to lead this life. So I'm not going to sit here and spend all this time. No. So I am thinking, I know that I am working smarter and not harder. Not everything is easy, but at the same time, there's a system. And if you can learn the system and you can implement and execute on that system, then everything's going to be easy breezy. So that's what I'm teaching, because we don't have time to not be making money. I'm making money, and I'm not sitting here just wasting my time, because I did that and that wasn't fun. That was not fun. So let's talk about the systems that you need in place in order to make this money. Okay. So you have this passive income. So if you have any questions too, there's a question answer portion that you can use down here if you have any questions. If there's anything specific that you'd like for me to answer during this, during this time that we have together, please let me know. But I'll just start talking. So the passive income streams that I like the most are affiliate marketing. One, because I don't have to create the product. And two, because it's a product that I already use and pay for. And if I already use and pay for it, then that means that I would recommend it. And then that means that, I'm just doing the marketing and I get a portion of the proceeds of the sales. And it's just like a win-win for all. So that is one of my favorite. It's the easiest one because I feel like as long as you stand by that product, as long as you have an audience to sell to, as long as you can build that authority and that trust with them, then it's easy. After that, another passive income stream, like I was saying, is to set up, this is like passive active, and it's to set up a funnel. And so that people can reach out to you and schedule calls with you, consultation calls, and whatever it is that your expertise is. And so that's a way that you can set up a passive income stream. So it's a passive active, I would say. It's a passive way to an active income stream. Another way would be for passive income, which is what I've been doing in, a little bit last year and this year. So that's stock market and specifically in ETFs. So I can't say that I am going to teach a masterclass on that yet, but I will have someone come in and speak more on that because I'm learning myself. And there's just like, by the way, it is April. It is Financial Literacy Month. And in order to gain wealth, you have to know the language of wealth. So that's also why we're having this conversation about passive income this month, because this is how we generate income. And then you can use this income to generate more leads for your businesses. And then with those more leads, you're able to grow and scale your businesses. And then that means that you're able to, generate employment opportunities for other people. So you're creating a community and generating wealth for your community. And that's what the whole ultimate end goal is. So going back into these passive income streams, because we're talking about working smarter and not harder. So exactly what I'm doing right now, I'm using my strengths and leaning into them. So that's helping me with my passive income streams. So I know that if I create video content, I can use that content and reapply it to different mediums. And I can use that content in order to sell my digital products and services. So basically I'm marketing for myself, and I've already created the online course, the membership product, right? So then if I've already created that, then I just need to sell that. So that means that is something that's already created. Now I'm passively selling that. So that's a passive income stream because I'm not trading my time for my money. It's something that's already been created. It's already been established. So now I'm just selling it. So you want to make sure that you have products. And I believe in having digital products because then you don't have to worry about inventory. You don't have to worry about warehouses, any of that stuff. You just have to make sure that you have, a website or a place that, you're a store and a digital processor so that you can take payment and then you have a way to deliver that digital product to that person. So that is honestly the steps, the strategies that you need to be selling online. And that's what I teach more in depth with my membership and with my framework, because it sounds simple enough, but what's not simple is making it so that people can come back to your store. Like you want to make sure that you stay in front of people. You want to make sure that you're having conversations that also lead to specific outcomes. So if your outcome is to lead someone towards a product of yours, or if it's not even a product of yours, if the goal is to give someone more knowledge about something, like, make sure that you have an end game, because you want to make sure that you're seen as someone that produces value. And so when you do that, then you will always have opportunities coming your way that are of value and of substance. So that is the majority of what I had, mainly for passive income, because I can go really in depth about this, but to be honest, what it is that you just want to make sure that you're continuously, if it's specifically for your business, you want to make sure that you're continuously generating new leads for your business. And you want to make sure that the product or service that you have, it's standalone, and that you've hired or you've automated a system so that it can continue to exist, to function without you being a part of the goings on. Another way for passive income, again, to reiterate, is affiliate marketing, which I really do love. It's when you find something that you already use, you love, you adore, and that you don't mind telling other people and the whole world that you love and you stand by it. And that is a way for you to, create and generate one income stream, and you don't have to create the product. That's just genius. It's genius. Love it. And then, like I was saying, the stock market, there's so many ways that you can get involved. So I'm not going to go into detail, but that is definitely one of the main sources of passive income. And then in addition to that, there's real estate. There's so many other ways, but these are the main ones that I have been using for 2020 and 2021, and ones that I'm going to double down on. And also, like I said, generating educational content through video marketing. That's definitely ways that I'm, going to be generating passive income. So, I appreciate you spending some time with me this evening. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm going to be continuing to have these master classes, throughout the year. So I hope that you can join me for more of them. I'm super excited to have them. But otherwise, I'm going to give you your time back, because that is the greatest gift of all, isn't it? Unless there are any questions at all. I don't see any. All right. I see we have a hand up here. I'm going to allow you to talk. All right. So all you have to do is unmute yourself, Tanya, and then you can tell me what's going on. But as Tanya gets herself situated on this unmute situation, I'm just, Tanya.
You hear me?
I hear you.
Hi, Kendra. How are you?
I'm doing really well. How about you?
I'm good. I have a question regarding ebooks.
Oh, yes. Go ahead.
Would you know how to start an ebook? I would love to create an ebook, but I'm stuck on the topic.
Okay, this is a wonderful question. I'm so happy you asked about it. Do you have, okay, so tell me about your business then first.
Well, right now, my initial business was interior decorating, but that fell to the wayside. So I created another one. It's on Etsy called Shades of Kumba Studio, whereas I have a laser printer and I create customized items for, different clients, whether it's with wood material, acrylic, or whatever. But my main focus right now, because of what's going on, I want to streamline it more towards Black history education. So I'm in the process of gathering a lot of information for Black history and Black inventors, and I'm going to put all of those on a coaster or charger plates, for like different events and decorations and home decor. But as far as the ebook is concerned, my background is in office management, executive assistant, administrative assistant. Now the laser printing, interior decorating. I don't know which way to go, because from my understanding, you can generate quite an income from the ebook.
That's right, you can.
So I'm trying to streamline exactly which direction that I want to go into, and if you know any resources to get steer me towards to get it started, maybe someone can help me. I don't know. I'm stuck.
Okay, all right. So look, we can workshop this right now together. I like this a lot. So all right. So I think a lot of people are interested in, could you teach them how to build how to use the laser printer, right? So do people have questions, asking you how to do it? Like, could you teach someone how to use the printer, how to print something on that printer?
I could, but I just received it myself in November, so I'm still learning myself. It's so much to learn, but the basics I have, the gist of it. And it's all about which software you're using, whether it's Inkscape, Adobe Illustrator, or whatever. But I can definitely teach the basics.
Okay, because the reason I'm asking is because you could teach people how to use the printer, and then you could also have the ebook as a that could be what you use to teach them the framework on. So then you could use you sell the book, and it teaches them how to use it, and you could also teach them. And when I say teach, I mean you could also say, like, this is what I've learned in my first year. And you could be teaching people within their first years of using, like, maybe it's even children.
Right. Okay.
Because that is like something that software that they could use. So you could teach them, like, how to get set up and how to get started with digital printing. And then you could also give them your you could create a course, so a video showing them your screen on how you use your screen to create it.
Okay.
And then you could add that in the ebook as like a value added or even a bonus.
Okay.
Because people want to see how you do it.
Right.
And then I think that you could also give the files. So if you wanted to give the files away to show them how to create it, so like the files, that the design files,
right,
they would be the Black History Month designs, right? And you could tell them what you're, and so also while you're doing that, that's marketing for your store. So, if you like these designs, if you're looking for more of this type of artwork, you can go here. This is your instructor. So you talking about your craft and teaching others about it. And then you can also send them to your store.
Okay.
Because you're an example of what you're already doing.
Okay. Sounds good. What's the standard number of pages for an ebook, or does it doesn't?
And so that's also wanted to ask you too. Do you have any blog posts already created for your 3D printing?
No, I don't.
Okay, the reason I was asking, so I was like, you had some blog posts already created, you could probably put them all together and use those as a book and publish them. But if you don't, I would say it depends on what you're trying to teach. So if your goal in your book is to teach someone how to get started with 3D printing, then the goal then should be for them to, by the time they finish the book, they should have something they printed by themselves, right?
Okay.
So how many chapters do you think that would take? I think that would probably be 5 steps.
Okay.
So you plan it. I mean, I'm not a 3D printer, but you plan it. Then workshop, then you design, and then you critique, I guess. I don't know if that's how it works. But then so however long it takes in each step to describe what you're doing and what the outcome is.
Okay. So there's no minimum or maximum.
No, it's all dependent on what it is that you're trying to accomplish, what you're trying to teach.
Okay.
Because when you say ebook, and that's why I went immediately into, okay, well, what are you trying to teach someone? Because when you say book, I'm like, all right, so what's the lesson?
Okay.
And that's good because and if you want to, but if you wanted to make it more creative, I don't know of I'm trying to think of a creative 3D printing book, but that's why I say kids, because children would want to see the things that they could create with the 3D printer.
Right. Okay. Sounds
so
good.
But let's see, I'm trying to think about so where you would host that too. There's a lot of money in 3D and ebooks, but where you host it is where you'd make money too. And then also you need to make sure you have an audience, because I've seen a lot of people who do ebooks, but they all have big, huge audiences. Have you noticed that?
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't seen people who have ebooks have a small audience, so it would make sense that I wouldn't see it.
Okay.
I don't know, but I say then that's what I'm focusing on in my own business, Tanya, is I know you said that you started off with interior decorating, right? And then you transitioned over to something else.
Right.
But at the same time, make sure that you're bringing your audience over from your interior decorating over into your 3D printing, or you're making sure that you're talking about them simultaneously.
Okay.
Yeah, don't let that audience go, because you spent years getting them, being part of your audience. So make sure you continue to nurture them, because just because you've changed your product doesn't mean that they still don't want to buy it from you, buy something from you, spend money on you.
Okay.
So so my point in saying all of that is make sure that you continue to nurture and build your audience, because at the end of the day, you should be getting more and more people visiting your profile, following you, liking your posts. Right. And so what you do already is you do a lot of networking in the DMs. So continue to do that, but do it in a way that has a goal. So, okay, my goal is I want you to go to my shop, and you've done this to me before and it works. Okay. So continue to do that. Go to my shop, but not just go to my shop. And maybe look at something that, Mother's Day is coming up. Maybe your mom might want something. You get what I'm saying? Lead them to the sale.
Okay.
You have to sell your wares better than anyone else can.
And that's the problem that I have right now. Not that I don't have the skill set. It's just that I, at times, and I'm still there and I'm still fighting with it, doubt myself.
Yeah.
And I'm a bit of an introvert and a little bit shy. So it's somewhat hard for me to reach out to someone to be like, okay, here I am. This is what I have. What do you think? Can you purchase or whatever? So that's something that I'm dealing with right now. And I've come a long way, but I still have a way to go.
Yeah, Tanya, I just have to say, girlfriend, you're not the only one. It ain't easy, but you can do it, because like I said, you got to believe in yourself more than anyone else.
Right.
And every time I remember that, I'm like, oh yeah, I believe in myself. I have to say that to myself, because I'm I know that it's the truth though. And I know that I can do it. I know that if I believe in myself, everyone else will too. And if they don't, whatever, I don't have time for them.
Right. Okay. Sounds good. Thank you, Kendra.
All right, Tanya. Well, thank you so much for showing up. If you have any more questions, you let me know.
I will. Thank you.
All right. You take it easy. Have a good night.
So.
All right. So thank you all for showing up. Have a good evening, and